You're watching the Alabama Weather Network.
It's the morning weather briefing. This is for Wednesday, September 3rd. This is James Spann. Alabama's weather stays fairly quiet. We'll maintain the chance of a few spotty showers over the northern counties of the state today and tomorrow. And then Friday, many spots will likely see highs in the 90s. We all know it can be awfully hot in September, but at least the dew points ought to be down, so humidity value should be low on Friday. Upper air look. This often tells a big story this time of the year. And again, we've seen this pattern for a couple of weeks now. We have a broad ridge in the western states and a broad trough downstream over the eastern states. And this morning on radar, really not much. Got a couple of isolated showers over northeast Alabama, parts of Marshall, Jackson, DeKalb counties getting some light rain early this morning. Most of the state is dry. We are in the 60s to start the day, even some low 60s in spots. Anniston, 61, Clanton 62 feels pretty good. High should be in the 80s today. Here's the watch warning map. A pretty quiet morning around the nation. Got some heat issues back in the Pacific Northwest. Severe storms today out across the nation's heartland, parts of Kansas and Missouri. Tomorrow, a marginal risk of severe storms. That's level 1 out of 5 along a front from middle and eastern Tennessee, western North Carolina into New York State. The bulk of the rain with that front will most likely stay northeast of Alabama. And on day 3, which is Friday, no organized severe storms expected across the country. We'll check rain for the next 7 days. This is valid through Wednesday morning of next week. For most of Alabama, rain amounts 1/2 to 1 inch. We'll see a few scattered showers this weekend, but coverage of the showers will likely increase early next week. So in the tropics, there is one feature to watch. This is out in the eastern Atlantic, a tropical wave. This is the 2-day outlook. The Hurricane Center giving this a 30% chance of developing over the next 2 days and a 70% chance of developing over the next 7 days. We'll first off take a look at the probabilistic outlook coming off the European. And this is the chance of tropical storm formation between now and the 12th of September. And really, the probabilities have come down with this wave, this becoming a tropical storm, which is good, now under 30%. And we'll take a look at the individual ensemble members. And really, the European just doesn't want to do much with this thing, that the pressures stay relatively high. For most of the members, not all, but for most of the ensemble members that do develop this, they turn it north into the open Atlantic. A fish storm staying far east of the United States and far east of the Gulf. And again, that seems plausible, and that's the most likely scenario. But again, it's still not totally set. But at the moment, it looks like this wave will not be a threat. We see no tropical storms, no hurricanes for the Gulf, at least for the next 10 days, right here at the climatological peak of the Atlantic hurricane season. So here we go, model fans. GFS. 06C run, 4 o'clock today. Big trough in the east. And again, much like yesterday, a few spots could see a shower. The high-res HER not particularly bullish on rain today. This is valid at 6 o'clock this evening, showing really nothing. A few showers over Mississippi. But understand these good high-resolution models have a hard time with these subtle patterns like this. I think no doubt there could be a few showers around, but obviously many spots will be dry. Highs in the mid-80s in most spots today. So tomorrow, a surface front coming down through Cleveland and Paducah, Kentucky. In advance of that front, a band of showers and storms, but you can see that most of the showers are in northeast of Alabama. Here's the high-resolution HER model, valid tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock, and just not showing much. Maybe a few showers over the Tennessee Valley. South Alabama stays dry, highs getting close to 90 tomorrow, despite the fact that a front is approaching. And Friday, we are in drier air, and drier air heats and cools very efficiently. And again, most models push us up into the mid-90s on Friday, but the humidity won't be that bad. So hot, yes. Humid, not really. And again, the day should be dry. Weather looks good for high school football games Friday night. So Saturday, another front approaches. Let's talk about the weekend here. This front coming down toward Interstate 40 in Tennessee, and Obviously, moisture is going to be limited, but I think we will need to mention some chance of at least scattered showers. Saturday afternoon and Saturday night, we've got both Auburn and Alabama with home games. And we're going to mention just the chance of a brief shower or two at both stadiums Saturday night. Nothing heavy, nothing widespread. The high Saturday in many spots in the low 90s. And then on Sunday, I'm getting a lot of mixed signals here off the models. The GFS now wants to hang that front up near the Tennessee border. And if this is right, we might have a chance of showers into Sunday. Again, not raining all day, not raining everywhere, but evidence we might need to insert some risk of showers Sunday. And the day should be cooler with highs in the low and mid-80s. And Monday, again, a fairly moist air mass stays in place, so some chance of showers with low 80s. The same thing on Tuesday, and this is a week from today, Wednesday, September 10th. Pretty good trough coming into the western states. Broad troughing north and west of here, and that looks pretty quiet. But again, some mention of showers would certainly be necessary. So a chance of showers for the first half of next week. Let's go out 10 days. This is the end of next week. This is Friday, September 12th. Pretty good short wave coming into the high plains states. Kind of a weak trough here. And again, maybe a few widely scattered showers. So it looks like the better chance of showers next week could be during the first half of the week. Rain for the next 15 days. Coming off the European Ensemble AI version. The mean right at 1 inch. That's the green line. That's between now and the 18th of September. Temperatures coming off the NBM. That stands for National Blend of Models. Mid-80s today, upper 80s tomorrow. 94 hot winds on Friday. But again, the dew points will be fairly low, so it's not your typical early August kind of heat. Then Saturday, 91. Then back in the low 80s for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Lows across the board mostly in the 60s. Latest long-range guidance. This is September 10th through September 16th. And if this verifies, temperatures might be a little above average during that time frame. So this was last night about 8:15. What in the world has fallen from the sky here? That is not a meteor because it's moving so slowly. And again, I don't know for sure, but as a longtime sky observer, I would suggest that is probably some space junk re-entering the Earth's atmosphere. This particular video was taken down at Port St. Joe, Florida, but many people in Alabama saw this last night. But the sunset was good. Notice the sun angle getting lower, the days getting shorter. We are now into meteorological fall, getting close to the equinox here in a couple of weeks. The day with about 12 hours of daylight, 12 hours of darkness. But just a good look there in the southern sky last night. So today I will be in Clay County, down around Lineville at Barfield Baptist Church for a program for the senior adults there. Then tomorrow going to be at Cherokee County Health and Rehab in Center, Alabama, for a program for senior adults there. Then I'll be speaking to the Greater Gadsden Greeters. Say that 3 times in a row fast. And then Friday, I'm going to be at a homeschool program in Shelby County at the church at Brook Hills. Like having the mamas and the daddies in there, too. And our Friday night Rivals game of the week, I will be at Hewitt-Trussville High School at their stadium on Friday evening. It is Vestavia at Hewitt-Trussville. That's on My-68 in the Birmingham market. That'll be the Friday night Rivals game at 7 o'clock. I'll be live on ABC 3340 that evening. And don't forget to join me this evening on ABC 3340 News. You can also catch my forecast every day on great radio stations around the state, including in Birmingham, 104.7 WZZK. Thanks for watching. Have a great Wednesday, and God bless.